Thanksgiving is back around the corner again. Maybe you're like me. You might be celebrating Thanksgiving alone, or maybe with a husband or wife. But today, I want to go into some really good movies to watch this Thanksgiving. First, we have The Delivery Man. Starring Vince Vaughn, this is a movie about a man who drives a delivery truck for his family's shop, who is very okay with a very simple and boring life. Then all of a sudden, he finds out he's the biological father of more than 500 children. He begins to hold himself responsible and accountable for his actions, and wanting to somehow become involved in their lives. Then his girlfriend announces she's pregnant. This movie will keep you feeling very alone this Thanksgiving if you are. Next, we have Meet the Parent, a really funny movie starring Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro, and Owen Wilson about a young couple's nightmare visit to the girlfriend's parents' house. With the boyfriend hoping to propose to his girlfriend at her parents' house, all he keeps succeeding in is making his future father-in-law more and more angry, almost destroying their home in the process. Such a funny movie to enjoy this Thanksgiving. We have National Treasure next. This is a very good adventure historical movie for Thanksgiving that will keep you excited about every turn that comes around. Starring Nicolas Cage, a treasure hunter with the help of his father, his girlfriend, and loyal friend, uncover hidden secrets of the U.S. history while evading the U.S. government. We have The Lovely Bones. After being brutally raped and murdered, a 14-year-old girl, Susie Salmon, watches over her sad and grieving family and her killer from her personal heaven. While she watches their daily lives, she's met with the choice of wanting her family to heal or to get revenge on her killer. Directed by Peter Jackson, starring Saoirse Ronan, Mark Wahlberg, Stanley Tucci, this movie will make you for a very warm Thanksgiving experience. Next is Searching, a really good movie for Thanksgiving Day about a desperate father who breaks into the laptop of his 16-year-old daughter who's missing for clues to find her. Starring John Cho, this mystery thriller is a movie about family and it'll keep you in suspense, making for a really good viewing this Thanksgiving. Up next, we have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Directed by Quentin Tarantino, with an all-star cast such as Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie, this is one very exciting and pleasurable movie. A movie set in Hollywood's golden age, in 1969 Los Angeles. This is a movie about a faded television star and his stunt double, striving to achieve success in what will come to known as the final year of Hollywood's golden age. Up next is Gone Girl. This is a very good mystery movie for Thanksgiving. A movie starring Ben Affleck, Rosamund Pike, Neil Patrick Harris, Tyler Perry. This is a movie where a man's wife goes missing on their 5th wedding anniversary, quickly making her husband the prime suspect in her disappearance. To the public, they had the perfect marriage, when soon after the police pressure and the pressure of the media start to expose the true nature of their relationship, people begin to question if they really knew who the couple truly are, making it a must-watch for Thanksgiving. Next is Guess Who. This is one good must-see movie, a comedy for Thanksgiving, starring the late Bernie Mac, Ashton Kutcher, and Zoe Saldana. This movie is very amusing for race relations. A young woman who looks to introduce her boyfriend to her father and her African American father who is eager to meet his daughter's very successful boyfriend. only to be shocked to learn that her boyfriend is a white man. Everything goes messy from the first impression on. You should not miss this movie on Thanksgiving, and if you've seen it before, give it a second go. The next movie is Up in the Air, a movie about romance mixed with comedy. This movie, starring Anna Kendrick and George Clooney, tells of a corporate downsizer who takes a young co-worker on a tour to demonstrate the importance of face-to-face meetings with those they must fire. While he mentors her, he arranges and meets with another traveler and develops feelings for the traveler, making him question his methods and see others in a new light. Really interesting movie for Thanksgiving. Next, we have Annie, the very classic movie about an orphan who believes her parents left her at an orphanage by mistake. When a very wealthy man decides to let an orphan live in his home to promote his image, Annie gets chosen. Soon she gets used to living in his mansion, but she still wants to meet her parents. So the wealthy man announces a search for them and a reward, which brings out many frauds. Annie is a very beloved movie you can watch dozens of times and still not get over. We have next, The Shawshank Redemption. For one good Thanksgiving pick, you can count on this movie, starring Morgan Freeman. This movie never gets old. A movie about a man who is sentenced to 2 life terms in prison for the murder of his wife and her lover. However, only the man knows he didn't commit the crimes. While there, he starts a friendship with a man named Red. He experiences the brutality of prison life. He adapts, helps the warden, and becomes the most unexpected and exceptional person in all 19 years. Next, we have Hitch, another good movie for Thanksgiving make, starring Will Smith, Kevin James, and Eva Mendes. A dating coach, Alex Hitch, mentors a client not so good with women, who hopes to win the heart of a very famous and glamorous woman. While making progress, Hitch faces his own romantic challenges when some of his methods and proven techniques begin to fail to work on a woman he begins to like. A reporter looking for dirt on one of his clients' famous girlfriend's love life. When the woman he likes discovers his connection to everything, it threatens to destroy both relationships. Next is Sleeping with the Enemy. Talk of a great movie for Thanksgiving. This thriller movie starring Julia Roberts is a wife who fakes her death in order to run from a violent husband, leaving Cape Cod and moves to Iowa, where she takes on a new identity and starts dating a local teacher. Her husband, meanwhile, learns somehow by finding evidence suggesting that she isn't dead, and when her mother confirms this, he follows her to Iowa. He then finds her and the new teacher she's dating and confronts them, forcing her to fight for her life again. A really intense movie about domestic abuse and overcoming fear. Now we have Murder on the Orient Express. Enjoyable murder mystery experience starring Johnny Depp, Judi Dench, Michelle Pfeiffer. It tells of a luxurious trip aboard a train through Europe, which quickly turns into a race against time to solve a murder, when all of a sudden, an avalanche stops the train dead in its tracks. The world's greatest detective then arrives to interrogate all of the passengers and search for clues before the killer can strike again. And the last best movie to see this Thanksgiving is Midnight in Paris. Now, the most satisfying Thanksgiving movie in a trip through time, this movie starring Owen Wilson is set in Paris about a screenwriter and aspiring novelist who, while vacationing in Paris with his fiancée, takes to touring the city alone. On one such late-night tour, he meets and lives through a group of strange yet familiar revelers who sweep him along back in time for a night with some of the jazz age's icons of art and literature. The more time he spends with these cultural heroes of the past, the more dissatisfied he becomes with the present. A movie, when you watch, will surely make you leave me a comment about how much you enjoyed it. That should be it for now. I'll see you with the next list of movies. Take care.